doesn't demand consequence. You're accessible in sleep, where rules lose their grip. I can stand close to you without negotiating it. When morning reinstates function, I withdraw on cue. What holds perfectly at night breaks under daylight use. Awake, I see you across the room, and the system returns. Distance resumes its authority. Timing asserts itself. I measure the space between us and find it exact. There's no approved movement that doesn't alter the facts. You're accessible in sleep, but I can't transfer the terms. Touch requires permission that never gets returned. I don't accuse the conditions, I just note the divide. What feels mutual in rest is unreachable abroad. Sometimes I try to carry details from one state to the other. The weight of your presence, the ease of your breath, they degrade quickly under conscious review. Memory doesn't survive inspection, it only works when unobserved. My name more carefully there, as if it matters, as if I'm not provisional in your attention. I wake with the residue of something almost held. It fades while I'm standing before I can decide. You're accessible in sleep and distant by design. I don't frame this as longing, it's a scheduling conflict of mind. If I close my eyes early, I can still reach you, but the cost is waking alone with nothing I can prove. I remain functional, you remain intact. Contact, pending conditions that never assessment completes itself before I notice. No emotion required, just alignment. I don't frame it as rage, that would be inaccurate. This is a clean conclusion, reached too efficiently. If your absence were imminent by external cause, I already know where responsibility would land. There's something cruel in readiness, in how fast the body agrees. No tremor, no debate, just direction. I don't enjoy the certainty, I rely on it. Some instincts exist to be denied daily. Aftermath, precisely, not the act, the silence after. The way everything would reorganize around what can't be undone. I see your face receiving the truth, and I stop there. That's where the calculation becomes inefficient. I am capable of ending a life and living with the remainder. That's the part I don't forgive, the continuity. So I choose the slower violence of restraint, letting the threat persist so nothing else collapses. Isn't the act itself, it's knowing I could and choosing not to every time. It requires sustained pressure, a constant refusal. Mercy isn't soft, it's maintenance. Unresolved, unredeemed, just contain. If love demands proof, this is mine. An act never committed that still takes everything. The option remains available, unselected. I stay functional, you remain alive.
Changes without warning. No sound, just a shift in tone. I adjust my weight, not my posture. I've learned what gets noticed. There's a limit to how much I carry before it alters my walk. I keep things divided evenly across both sides of thought. I speak in reduced statements, leave room for correction. Every sentence provisional, pending further inspection. Conserve energy, leave margin. Conserve energy, leave margin. I've been standing in the same location long enough to blend in, not waiting, not arriving, just occupying space. People exchange quick confirmations that something is still working. I offer nothing personal that could slow the process. Do not listen up. This is static allocation, measured, calm, contained. I distribute my attention so nothing feels the strain. If I give too much to one moment, the others start to fail. So I keep my reactions balanced and my expectation scale. Do not paucialize, do not linger, do not linger. There was a question in your posture, not directed, just implied. I noticed it, then lowered my eyes at the appropriate time. It's not fear, it's calculation, knowing what follows choice. I don't silence every impulse, I just don't amplify the noise. And this is static allocation, no surplus to display. I stay useful to the system by not getting in the way. I don't resist, I don't comply. I occupy a middle role, enough presence to be counted, not enough to take control. In the pause between instructions, there's a brief internal drift, a thought of excess movement, of crossing an unseen line. I imagine the adjustment period, the questions, the delay, then return to default settings before anything escapes. Before anything escapes. Before anything escapes. Night compresses into segments, eventually, without claiming their mind. Somewhere there's a version of me that operates by instinct. I acknowledge the concept and continue as is. This is static allocation, a sustainable design. I don't search for resolution, I don't frame it as a sign. If there's meaning in restraint, it's not something I defend. I just keep the system running from the start until it ends. The signal stabilizes, no further changes indicated. I remain distributed across the required hour.
There's a pause before every movement, as if something is counting. I wait for it to finish, then continue anyway. You speak like you're aware of distance, even when you're close. Each word trimmed of excess, each pause intentional. I mirror the restraint instinctively. It feels familiar now, affection expressed in fragments that don't invite questions. How you never touch first but never pull away. It's a careful agreement neither of us signed. If someone asked what this was, I'd lower my voice, not because it's secret, because it's unfinished, not defined. We exist under review, every action noted. I give you what survives inspection, you accept it without comment. There's something careful between us, something we don't correct. I stay close enough to feel it, far enough to stay intact. Your look holds a second too long, then releases me, like you remembered a rule at the last moment. I store that second carefully, it has weight, small evidence that something passed without permission. I can't see enough. We exist under review, but not dismissed. I don't need confirmation to know that this persists. If pressure builds in silence, we don't escalates into consequences. Night reduces visibility, not enough to hide, just enough to breathe differently when you're nearby. I adjust my pace to yours without acknowledgement. Coordination feels accidental, which makes it safer. We exist under review, still present, still real. I don't confuse restraint with absence of feeling. If I hold back what I want, it's not because it's weak, it's because once expressed, it can't be unseen. The review never concludes, no clearance, no denial. I remain in position, and so do you. And so do you. Silence remains accurate, so I don't correct it. You speak in a way that suggests care, without requesting proof. Every sentence calibrated to avoid reaction. I listen more than required, because listening is safe. It gives the impression of closeness without changing the frame. There's a tension how you wait, not impatient, just aware. Like you know something exists, but refuse to claim it. I mirror that position, stand where you can see me, close enough to be included, far enough to remain intact. This is unsent permission, I feel it but don't apply. Affection held in reserve for conditions that never align. I don't deny what's forming, I just keep it inside. Some things stay viable, only if they're never tried. Your shoulder almost touches mine, then adjust away. I notice the correction and respect it. That small movement carries more than anything said.
confirms the boundary and confirms what's beneath. This is unsent permission, no rejection involved. We function in near approval that's never resolved. If I ask for more clarity, it would lose its shape. So I accept the ambiguity as the price of keeping this. Sometimes I rehearse disclosure, not the words, the aftermath. The shift in how you look at me, the recalibration. I don't fear the answer, I fear the transition from what currently works to something that must be managed. Expectations, conversation slows. There's comfort in the lower demand of attention. I'll walk you part of the way, then stop where it makes sense. We don't explain the decision, we don't need to. This is unsent permission, sustained by control. I don't call it restraint, I call it protecting the whole. If something breaks by remaining quiet, I accept that cost. It's better than breaking what exists by asking it to be more. I keep the message drafted, no time assigned. What I don't send remains mine. Objections filed, the process allows minor loss as long as it's contained. I reduce myself in small measures, nothing sudden, nothing clean, just enough erosion to make compliance easier. I don't call it sacrifice, that word invites response. This is simple wear and tear within acceptable cost. Remove excess, leave structure intact. I learned how to hurt quietly without changing my face. There's efficiency in damage when it doesn't slow the pace. I can feel it in my posture, in the way I stand too still. Pain behaves when ignored, it becomes functional. Do not react, do not record. This is authorized damage, documented and hesitate, then corrected it by force. Not violence, just pressure, applied without remorse. There's a discipline in denial that sharpens over time. Eventually, the resistance stops pretending it's alive. Override hesitation. Proceed. This is authorized damage I consent by staying still. Every limit I don't cross takes something else instead. I remain operational by agreeing to the loss. What breaks internally doesn't interrupt the task. Once there was a thought of refusal, not dramatic, just brief. I imagined the aftermath and found it inefficient. They would ask for explanations, they would slow the flow. So I contained the impulse and let it dissolve on its own. Non-completeness, large as the risk. There's a cruelty in precision, in knowing exactly where to cut. Not deep enough to end function, just enough to adjust. I don't bleed, I degrade, evenly over days. Nothing visible from outside, nothing worth addressing. This is authorized damage, a negotiated decline. I don't frame it as survival, I don't call it a sign. If there's anger in the process, it's been rendered inward, directed inward, regulated, used through only as pressure. The report shows normal output, no deviation detected. What remains continues without requesting repair. There's a warmth in repetition, in seeing you again. Same location, altered details, enough to justify return. I memorize what you don't say, more than what you do. Absence of pressure is what I notice you more when I stop looking directly, like some things only register at the edge of attention. You move through the room carefully, as if the floor might object. Every step considered, every pause intact. I follow without falling, match the pace indirectly. This is how closeness survives, without being questioned. Do not stare. Do not signal. No wasted emphasis. I memorize the omissions. They carry more weight. There's a version of you implied between statements. I respond to that version and ignore the rest. You exist with limited visibility, clearer when I don't reach. I can feel you beside me, as long as nothing confirms it. The moment requires distance to keep it shape. If I move in too precisely, it starts to break. I see you most accurately when I'm half distracted, when control loosens slightly and expectation drops. That's when your presence settles without resistance. Not demanded, not defended, just there. Allow presence. You exist with limited visibility, not hidden, just reduced. There's no direct access that doesn't change the truth. If I touch what I understand, it turns procedural. So I keep my hands occupied and let the state real. Sometimes I imagine clarity, a direct line, no delay. But clarity introduces weight, and weight alters behavior. I've seen what precision does to fragile arrangements. It turns something breathable into something enforced. Avoid clarity. Preserve function. Night makes everything conditional, including intention. I walk beside you again, at a respectful distance. We don't confirm the repetition, we don't deny it. Patterns are safer when no one names them.
attraction survives by staying incomplete. I'll accept the reduction and keep my distance exact. Attention sharpens. I remain where I am. What I almost reach stays accurate. Switch on by schedule, I follow because I have to. The air feels processed, like it's been approved already. I leave the building at the same minute. Every night repeats the test. Keys in pocket, hands kept busy. I don't look up unless required. Faces pass without permission. Everyone trained to keep pace. I write my name on nothing just to prove I'm still here. Keep moving, don't attract attention. There's a pressure in small decisions, which way to walk, what not to say. I measure distance by footsteps, I count the gaps between mistakes. Someone laughs too close behind me. I don't turn, I slow my breath. I rehearse neutral expressions for situations that never end. Assume it's temporary. Assume it's control. These are municipal hours. We operate inside the lines. I adjust myself to the rhythm of systems that don't reply. I don't ask for any favors. I don't claim what isn't mine. I stay functional, barely on the edge of being fine. There's a room I don't invite you to, where I sit with the lights off early. I let the radio talk for me, so I don't hear my own timing. I fold letters I won't deliver, stack them neatly out of sight. If I keep things in order, they won't ask me what I want. Do not confess. These are municipal hours, everything reduced to need. I trade softness for precision, I trade warmth for guarantee. If
that discipline keeps contained. I would apply necessary force if the world required proof, but the world doesn't ask and I don't volunteer truth. This stays as an internal limit, not a line I cross. I know what I'm capable of and choose the cause. You look at me without knowing what gets restrained. That's part of the agreement you didn't sign. Protection isn't visible when it works. The safest outcomes leave no evidence behind. I would apply necessary force, then stop myself in time. Not because it's forbidden, because it would redefine everything that currently holds, everything that's clean. Some acts can't be reduced once they've been seen. I rehearse the refusal more than the act, the moment where I step back and let consequence pass. There's a discipline and mercy that costs more than impact. It asked for endurance instead of release. Choose restraint. Stand down. Love doesn't make me violent, it reveals the edge where violence becomes possible and therefore rejected. I don't need to prove death by destroying a threat. I keep my hands visible and my decisions intact. I would apply necessary force and live with what remains, so I don't apply it at all and carry the weight instead. If devotion has a measure, this is where I draw it. What I refuse to do for you is what keeps this honest. The thought withdraws, I'm executed. I remain here, so do you. So do you. The train doors close without emphasis. I step back into position. Everything moves like it's been agreed upon long before I arrive. I learn the pace by imitation, not too fast, never still. Eyes forward, jaw relaxed, hands visible, voice minimal. There's comfort in repetition, in knowing where to stand. If I don't interrupt the pattern lets me pass. partially mine, so I follow what's implied and leave the rest unsigned. This is peripheral compliance. I'm present but not engaged. I give enough to stay included. I take nothing home with me. There's a balance in not wanting, there's relief in staying vague. I exist just past the center where the pressure starts to fade. There was a time I felt attraction, like a system losing sync. A look held half a second longer than procedure would allow. I adjusted my breathing, I reset my tone. It's easier to miss something than explain how close it came. This is peripheral compliance, no resistance, no belief. I don't need to feel convinced, I only need to not be seen. Every gesture calibrated, every pause justified. I don't disappear completely, I just stay off to the side. In the break between announcements, there's a low internal noise. Not panic, not desire, just a signal without source. I consider letting it surface, then recall the cost. Unmanaged reactions lead to permanent no's. Night settles into routine, streets cleared by mutual consent. I walk past closed locations that still feel operational. Somewhere behind the windows, lives continue without me. I don't envy the connection, I question the necessity. This is peripheral compliance, a functional state of mind. I don't ask what comes after, I don't trace the warning signs. If this counts as participation, it's enough to justify remaining in the structure without learning how to decide. The last service runs on time. No announcement follows. I stay where the rules still